sports. It's in the game.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Yeah, born in a million. Yeah, born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud. Put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't wanna Queen renegade on up, make it. Buy your treats, no love, I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these the sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. On 65th Street. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shiny. Like the Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broke me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse first. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shiny. Like the Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shiny. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shiny. Like the Magnolia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
I want you to win this.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chump, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pump, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know him, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the
cash, yeah, it's too hard to count. I'm dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they.
The first contest played here is still the highest attended game in NFL history. And crowds pushing 80,000 continue to arrive every time the league plays at Estadio Azteca here in Mexico City. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game, right? Any edge that you could create, but now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Roll! 19 Lions. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They give it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Another carry for him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Huh.
Throwing it to start this drive. His first throw isn't... Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play.
Get it?
To the air now on 1st and 10. His first throw is an interception. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Raiders will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Here we go. Back.
So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70, 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has it in close.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready. Ready.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Play fake here, Daniels. Flush down out to his left. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Raiders will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Warriors, 70.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
And now the Raiders are going to go for 2.
60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kit, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers tie it up late in the first. Lining up now to try the extra points. And the kick is good. And the Chargers take the lead on that successful kick. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Dragon 16. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Shot alert, shot alert.
To throw, Daniels. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
60 Maverick, 60 Get it. 18 Roderick, 18. Ready.
Daniels back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. We've got a close one here. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here we go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go now.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Ready. Warrior 70.
Daniels now. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He's got touchdown. And the Raiders line up again to go for two.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Daniels, flushed out of the pocket. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
Kickoff taken at the 13. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Ready?
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
65 count. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All right, here we go, 2nd down.
Back. Ready,
Back to throw now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're going for this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Deonte Banks. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw.
Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 tight, 19 Lion.
2nd down and 10, Daniels. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now he throws deep across the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now the Raiders getting set for another 2-point conversion try. Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Their lead now up to 13 points. Well, they were just one away from the strikeout, Brock, but their third attempt finally nets them a 2-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Ready, set.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
70 Lions.
Looking for a throw here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Mustang 19.
Throwing from the gun here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big game downfield. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
This one is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. From his own end zone, here we go. Poor choice to bring it out. Instead of the 30-yard line, they're going to start shy of the 20. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Ready, ready.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That that chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Here we go, set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Chargers. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score.
Yep.
They work on it, they rep it, they teach it. Well, they did the scooping, and now it's incumbent on the offense to go score.
Let's go now.
Throwing now, following the turnover. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers tie it just before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Ready? Ready?
Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
after a good pickup. They're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set, ready.
Back to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jack Jones has got it. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away.
60 boxes, 60.
They'll run here following the penalty. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Chargers grow their lead to 8. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay in a big way. He's tackled before he can get to the 20.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Daniels on 1st down. Forced out to his right. He'll fire it deep, back towards the middle. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hey, check that.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's loaded another one up. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Warriors 70, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18.
Throw on 3rd down. Sheds up a rusher. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. And they get to him. The 4th down gamble backfires with a sack. And it's a turnover on downs inside the red zone.
On the 6.
The touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Here he goes on the bootleg. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Get it. Cup 19. 60 average, 60 map.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Catch is made in close. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So he jumped too early, and that's gonna cost him 5 yards. So the penalty yardage moves him a bit closer here for 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Running it after the penalty. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain, maybe just a couple of inches on the run. That brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Following that helpful penalty, offense lining up on 4th down.
Ready. Ready.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers lead by 14. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told him to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that 4th down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. And, Kate, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away, you can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Daniels from the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Vacates quickly left side. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Ready.
Daniels to throw on 4th. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on. Set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut near the goal line. And he gets the 1st down before being taken down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams
You say my look good.